Good afternoon. A carbon capture project at St Fergus has missed out on becoming the first site of its kind in the UK. The UK government announced that the Acorn project in the northeast will not be given backing in the first round, but said it remains committed to the project. The SNP say it's a betrayal of Scotland and warn it's a blow to the net zero ambitions of the country. The group behind the project say they are disappointed by the decision. A family of 4 are in hospital in a serious condition after a large explosion ripped through a housing estate in Ayrshire last night. 4 homes were caught up in the blast in the Kincaidston area of Ayr. Some residents were evacuated and given shelter at a nearby school. Locals have described hearing the explosion from miles away. Police say they're working with the fire service to determine the cause of the blast.
Yeah, I think for the officers that attended as the first responders, it was a chaotic scene, clearly a traumatic incident for the local residents. And as I said earlier, my thoughts do remain with the families affected by this and the local community.
Environmental campaigners say extra funding from private investors is needed if Scotland's peatlands are to be fully restored. The Scottish Government has pledged £250 million to restore thousands of hectares of peat over the next decade. But groups say more specialist resources are needed if the country is to hit climate change targets.
At the moment, this kind of habitat is losing somewhere around 23.8 tonnes of CO2 equivalent per hectare per year. And you know, we've got 40,000 hectares of degraded peatland in Shetland. That is a huge amount of CO2 that's just coming off of our peatlands.
New drawings show what the future of Orkney ferry travel could look like. The Scottish-led High Seas 3 project aims to build Europe's first sea-going passenger ferry powered by hydrogen. This is just a first glimpse of what it could look like, with the full design due to be completed by March 2022. It's hoped construction could happen in the years following. Finally, to football, and Aberdeen chairman Dave Cormack has passionately defended his side's manager and poor run of form. In a radio interview, Cormack said he has no intention of removing Stephen Glass from the dugout and pleaded for patience from Red supporters. The Dons are enduring their worst league start season in over a decade. Now here's Philip with a look at the weather forecast.
Blue skies and sunshine are in the forecast. TUI sponsors STV Weather.
Hello, good afternoon. Well, after a cloudy, damp start to the day, we're continuing to see rain working its way in from the southwest, moving north and eastwards, with some heavier bursts in the mix, particularly on higher ground in the west. Further east, it will be less heavy thanks to the shelter from the hills. Feeling quite muggy out and about too, with temperatures reaching highs of 15 or 16 degrees, so above average for the time of year. Now, through this evening and overnight, that rain continues to work its way northeastwards, turning showery to begin with, and then eventually those showers dying down to the early hours of tomorrow morning, with temperatures down to 7. Bye-bye.
TUI sponsors STV Weather.
Thanks for joining us this Tuesday lunchtime. Do have a good afternoon. Bye-bye.